Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Will with DFS Army back with another video. Gonna be going over the MLB Saturday, September 2nd slate. Now, the NFL season is about to start, so you can expect a video next week about NFL instead of MLB, and expect probably at least 4 plays, I would say, because week one is gonna be huge. Expect a ton of props out there, and for MLB, it's been tough. Been trying to give out, at least 3-4 plays a week, but like for today, it's going to be a quick one because this board, it's just really not great. As you can see, I mean, there's only one HRR prop, and they kind of uploaded some total base props with every team playing. Like, this just, it's not a great board to work with, but regardless, still going to be giving out 2 props. And they're going to be hitter fantasy scores for both. So getting into it, the first one is going to be Yandy Diaz over 7 fantasy score, taking on Logan Allen, the lefty. Now, the Rays, they're going to be going into Cleveland here, second game of the series, and Logan Allen, a lefty, Yandy Diaz, righty. He hits for a lot more power when it comes to facing off against left-handed pitchers, and he is a leadoff man for this team. Looking at the odds here for Yandy, minus 145 over 1.5 HRR, which is pretty standard for the leadoff hitter for Tampa. He's not someone that's going to be stealing, so I'm going to be taking a look at his walks, and he does get a good amount of walks, plus 120. Not bad for Logan Allen, who he doesn't really have like issues with control, but 9% walk rate on the year. Stats show that he's been a bit lucky. Now, taking on righties, he's allowed a ton of power compared to lefties. Just kind of typical what we see when it comes to left-handed pitchers. And the pitch types, throwing is a fastball a ton, changeup, sweeper, mixes in a little bit of cutter. And then Yandy, his stats, I mean, he's been having a hell of a season. And all of these, they changed the spot kind of changed their layout here. And still, you can see he's just been a great hitter all year. And the power, the slugging, it's been better against against left-handed pitchers. And then the pitch types, so he doesn't really have a weakness. And there's no negative run value against any type of pitch, so just good to see him getting the platoon advantage here at a 7 fantasy score, and with decent walk odds, so that HR at 145 is not bad. And then for the game total here for the Rays playing in Cleveland, over 4.5 at minus 105, so nothing crazy, but just kind of what we got to work with here with the board that we got. So Yandy, first pick, and now the second one going to be Nico Horner. I like this one a little bit better than Yandy, so also at a 7.0 line. And the reasoning behind this one is the Cubs are playing in Cincinnati. It's I don't know exactly, but it's always been like a top 2 hitter ballpark, honestly, next to Coors. And this year, I think it might be first. Now, this is excluding all of those games that are playing internationally. And Nico, he gets a matchup against a lefty as well, so platoon advantage for him. And Andrew Abbott, he is not a bad pitcher. He's better, I would say, in terms of how they've done if you're comparing him to Logan Allen. But the matchup, just having to deal with this Cubs team in Cincy, it's at home, but this is just a great hitter's park, and also a pitcher that does struggle to righties because of just the bloom splits. And his pitch types, fast, curve, change, and sweeper for Nico Horner. Just someone who doesn't K, and he doesn't walk a ton, but that can be a good thing here because you're playing in a hitter's ballpark, so you're putting the ball in play with all that, with the hitter-friendly conditions. Likely, you have increased chance of getting a hit. For the pitch types again, so fastball, a ton of it, curve, change. Fastball, 8 run value, just terrific. Change at 3, his second best hit pitch. And then the other 2 pitches with curve and sweeper, he's got a -1 and -1. So that's the pitch. Those are the 2 that he's had a little bit of trouble with, but still not too worrying. As you can see with this expected stats, they're really not awful. And Horner is someone that can run. Sprint speed, ranking at 81st percentile. He's had quite a few steals on the year. He has 35 already this year. And his odds, well, take a look at it. The Cubs, so over 4.5 and minus 135. That's a big one because of just hitting at top of the order. You're getting on base. Higher run total means that you're likely to, especially for the hitter in the 2-hole, you're probably going to be scoring as well, a run. Now, Horner, face off against a lefty, he could lead off even, but wherever he bats, he's going to be at the top of the order. And his stats here, so let's take a look at his walks first. While we're here, plus 210. Expected, just not someone who walks a ton. And then for his HRR, 165 on that over. So better than Yandy, but of course worse walk odds. But the stolen base odds, plus 300. This is a really great, not great, but remember he is taking on a lefty, and once the lefty leaves, and the Reds, they don't have any lefties. Like they used to have one. I believe they even had 0 at one point. So if they're going to bring in a righty for the rest of the game, that helps Horner's chances of getting on base and then stealing a bag. So that's a great thing there. But yeah, just you see a 7 line for Horner, who has a righty-lefty matchup in Cincy. The odds do back it up. So that's the preferred play if we were to, or if I had to choose one. Horner would be the first, and then Yandy would be the second. Now, would like to give you guys something else, but just again, the board is just not really there right now. Recording this on early Saturday morning, so this is what we got here for this video. Next week, an expected video for NFL Week 1 again, and yeah, excited for the NFL season. MLB has been great. Thank you guys for all the views, all the support for this MLB season, and we'll see what we got for the rest of the year for MLB, because you never know, right? Playoffs start, they could do something special. So NFL though, that's where the love, that's where all the talk is, and gotta be looking forward to that video. Expect it probably late in the weekday. I would say Friday, maybe around this time as well next week. But yeah, depending on the board. So yeah, really looking forward to the NFL season, fantasy score props, and all of that. So hopefully we can give a good amount of props, not just like 2 recommendations. So enough with this video. Yandy Diaz over 7, Nico Horner over 7. Those are the 2 picks for the Saturday, September 2nd MLB slate. Good luck on the slate, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.